The inspector is here. Pre-MOT inspector. Legends, welcome back to the channel on a glorious day here in Lincolnshire. The rain has finally stopped and I'm here with the Smart 450, affectionately known as the Purple Smart. Up until around about April this year, it was my daily driver. It's been retired a little bit due to the fact that the Orange Smart has taken its place over summer because it has aircon. However, I will be continuing to use this car as my daily driver as the winter months cometh. It's time for an MOT test, and if you haven't been following our progress on the channel with the car, earlier this year we replaced all the suspension system and we fitted a new back box. The car is going to Neil's in a couple of days for the MOT test. However, I like to make sure that everything is as good as it can be before we get there. So I've brought the car round to Dad's. We're going to give it a once over. Pre-MOT checks then on the Smart 450. Aha, hello, good morning. Another day and no rest for the wicked, sadly. I've brought the Purple Smart over to you for a quick pre-MOT. Before we do any of that though, what are you going to tell me? Anything interesting? No, good, we'll carry on then.
Can't think of anything.
Pre-MOT on the Purple Smart. We've actually done quite a lot of work to the Purple Smart this year. Just quickly talk us through that. I mentioned it in the intro, but just talk us through what you've done.
Bits on the suspension and we've stuck an exhaust on it, haven't we?
When I bought the car, it was a bit rattly, wasn't it? It was a bit shake your teeth out. And actually, I've had the car
no suspension job,
5 years, and the suspension was being unusual. In fact, the inspector is here.
So it's had shock absorbers, it's had springs to the lower arm and roll bar links, hasn't it?
It's had all sorts of stuff on the front this year.
The bushes, the new rear arms as well.
Oh yeah, the rear control arms, yeah. Yep. Good, yeah, well remembered. So we've done quite a lot of work with the Purple Smart.
Yeah.
It's been coined as a little bit like Trigger's broom on the internet. We've replaced quite a few bits on it, but I just cannot let the flipping thing go. And it's got a bit more charm than the 451. So we're going to do a pre-MOT check.
Yeah.
What sort of thing are we going to be looking at today?
We're going to look at the lights and the tyres and the suspension and the wiper blades and the shock absorbers, and we're going to look at the seat belts, and we're going to make sure that it is safe to use on the road, and we're going to look at the tyres.
Some people previously have criticised us for doing a pre-MOT check and said it's pointless, absolutely pointless, mate. Take it to the garage, and if it fails, you know, you can fix what you need to do and they'll retest it for free.
But why make the job hard for the poor old MOT inspector?
You're an advocate of pre-MOT tests?
There used to be a bit of a thing where people think, let's chuck it in for an MOT and see what happens. My idea is that's a bit of a get out, because all you're doing is, let's put it on somebody else's, let somebody else do our work.
Fair enough. Well, as you know, we like to keep everything relatively good in the fleet.
Oh, they get it somewhere near.
Always fixing something. And last thing we want to do is waste our time and the MOT tester Neil's time as well. Right, where are we going to start then? Obvious, tyres, or are we going to start with lights?
We'll do it in roughly about the way they normally do them, mate.
So visual inspection first?
Yeah, we'll do the sensible things first.
Talk us through what you're doing then.
Hey, it's been 6 years since I did an MOT. I've changed everything, haven't I?
The good news is your apprentice is with us today.
Oh, she knows what she's doing, don't you, mate? Hey, what are we going to look for, girl? Hey, where did you put her, in the back?
Yeah, this is. Yeah, she goes in the back.
I'm sitting in here and thinking, well, that's a fail because I blooming can't see. Yeah, now we're sitting here. Like, door opens from the inside. Oh, the handbrake lever's not falling off. We'll look round, the seat's not falling out. We'll plonk that seat belt in. Shan't bother to check the rear seat belts in this one. Yeah. You've got to remember, right, it's a long while since I've done an MOT properly. So
but a visual inspection, making sure there's nothing falling off.
Yeah, because there's a proper way round of doing everything. Let's just get her started up first. What we're going to do that because she's a bit quaint. So I've exhausted the servo, turn the wireless off, turn the fan off. See how my foot went down, so that proves the servo's working.
Yeah, good news.
Looking at this and making sure you haven't got a big thing hanging from there so I can't see out the window. I'm just going to put this door shut, else I'm going to make a mess. Look at your obligatory mirror. What's happened to that mirror?
Oh, hang on, I've got my mirror folded in. Let me unfold my mirror. Good spot. Can we just comment on that horn?
Sounds like a Proton to me.
It is a Proton horn, yes. The original one broke. So we fitted a brand new Proton one.
Now I'm going to look at the lights. What we got? Airbag, SRS, and check engine light. Nothing them's on. Start it up. Yeah, the lights all went out. Then check the warning lights. Main beam. Where's the fog light switch?
It's down there in the centre
Fog
console.
light warning.
Shall I go check? Let's have a look.
No, hang on a minute. No, we're not there yet. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, right. Oh, I'll come back. Hang on a minute.
Right. We'll do it the way I always used to do. We'll start at the near side front, offside front I mean. These old lights are a bit scabby, dude.
Yes, they could do with a little bit of a clean off, couldn't they? I'll get me plastics on there.
Make sure nothing's falling off, make sure you ain't got any damage to the screen. Walk round, that's not falling off, that's not falling off. There's no bits that's going to hurt anybody.
It's plastic.
Make sure the seat's not going to blinking well fall out. Check some rot there on the old tritium cell. Aha! Checking the seal on the old
Fuel cap.
when you put the electric in. Oh, this is a service item. Shan't check the spare wheel, shall we?
No, there's no spare wheel on this Headlight. It's one of those...
It's not part of the MOT, but you'd give them advisory if you found out it was no good. Water cooled.
I beg your pardon?
Water cooled.
Well, it's a little bit damp in there. Let's not worry about that. It's been damp ever since I've owned it. Water gets in there.
Ah, old grommets. Is there a button for the locks or not?
Yeah, it's on the centre console, but it should open. I
Yeah, I
haven't
think
locked
I
it.
pressed the button.
Try and open it from the inside.
Let's see if it works.
Okay. Ah, interesting.
Has it locked itself?
I don't know. I've never had that before in its life.
Have a look around the tritium cell, have a look around, it's just inspecting it really.
Inspecting. Make sure the radio works.
No, not worried about Rightio, my old mate.
Okay, so now let's test the lights properly. We've got two side lights there. We've got two and dipped and main. Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Some fog lights somewhere, isn't there?
There are, they're in the centre console. There they are.
Right,
Yeah, left.
don't forget to check the side repeater.
Oh yes, let's check the side repeater. Yeah, looking good. Right. Looking good. Hazards?
Yeah, we'll check the hazards and should have a warning inside as well.
Yeah, and is the warning on?
Because don't forget, if you haven't got any hazard lights, you can't pull up just round a blind corner and pull up.
Let's check the rears.
Side,
Right. Oh, it's difficult because it's quite a sunny day. So
side and number plates.
let me get closer. Yeah, I've got a side there, and I'll just check the number plates. Yeah. Yeah.
Brake lights.
Number plate, number plate.
Brake lights.
Side, side. High level brakes. And brake lights, yeah, good. Indicate left, indicate right. Hazards. Fog,
Is that on?
it is.
So we've got lights then. We've got hooters, we've got washers.
Shall we test, I know it's not part of the test, but shall we test the reversing light?
Yeah, on later cars it is.
Reverse light, good news. Test the rear wiper washer. There we go,
Oh, where are we going?
good news. So far so good.
Better jack the old gal up and have a tinker around, didn't we?
So I'm just giving them lights a quick clean. There is a proper way to do this. Proper headlight restoration kit. Some people use toothpaste. Teacup, plastics. There's only one way to really do it, and that's buy a new headlight. Why do these headlights go like this?
Old age, bit like me.
Considering the car is 21 years old.
Not as old as your cat.
No, my cat is older, you are right.
Well, I'm not going to bother to check the suspension because it's all been done.
Right, so you've got the car jacked up then at the back.
Yeah.
What are you looking at there?
Well, in the real world, I'd be checking the suspension, but we're not going to bother because it's been done, hasn't it?
We did it less than a couple of months ago, really, didn't we?
And it hasn't been anywhere, has it?
And the car, no, has not been anywhere at all. No, not really. Checking out the tyres, checking out
Just checking the wheel and the
brakes
tyre,
and
mate, that's all.
everything like that. It's looking good that side. How's the new exhaust holding up?
It's all right, mate. The new exhaust is rustier than the bracket I made to space it out.
Yeah, that's the problem. We put a cheap old exhaust on it, 100 quid. I don't know, BM Catalysts exhaust, and well, it did the job. I would have wanted to put a genuine original one on there, but sadly, they don't do them anymore. I can't get them from Smart. And, well, do you know what? In hindsight, I should have probably got a stainless steel one. But we put a stainless steel one on Mrs. John Coupland's car, and well, it sounds like a blooming race car.
Talking of race cars, did you send that man his flipping workshop manual?
Yeah, I did, yeah. For the Proton, It's been round the track already, mate. The car that went round the racetrack was the one with no engine in.
Right.
So the automatic Proton that I jet washed and it went viral has now been demolition derbied. And it's dead.
No, not banger race then.
Well, it has, yeah. Banger race and then demolition derby. So now we're on to the offside, checking all that side out as well. Again, you're not looking at the suspension, no?
Well, I'm just having a look while I'm there, but you know, there's a slight bend in this wheel.
Probably.
Yeah, only a slight one, but there is. It's not enough to worry anybody.
When we were at the Rustival, if you remember, I saw some lovely tri-spoke, I think they were called spike line alloys. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to get some of them. Yeah. And then I looked at the price.
Well, for somebody who is very careful about what he spends, you do waste money on unnecessaries.
Sorry, did you just say I was careful with what I spend money on?
Yeah.
I bought 6 Protons last year, and 3 of them have been squished. What's that there?
See that there?
Yeah.
If you buy one of these from a well-known local factors, but it does have the bearing with it,
Yeah.
it's over £90.
Ooh, is that Mr. Car Parts, or is that Titans?
Mr. Car Parts.
So Euro Car Parts, with a bearing, 90 quid.
Yeah.
Go on then, how much was it on eBay?
Well, that was from Car Parts in Motion, which is by the same parent company, isn't it?
Yes. £35.
Well, that's not got a bearing, right? That was nearly £19.
19? So, hang on a minute.
Delivered from Plymouth.
So, we've gone off on a tangent here. So you needed a new top mount for your Peugeot 406 Estate.
There's a Febby one as well at the well-known local factors. This is a Febby one.
Right. So you've gone to Euro Car Parts.
I haven't gone, I went on the
No,
website.
you went on to Euro Car Parts and with a bearing, so a little bit different, 90 quid.
Yep.
Febby Bilstein.
Yep.
You've gone to their parent company on eBay.
Well, I'm guessing they're saying they belong to the same group.
Car Parts in Motion.
Yeah. It's a Febby.
Febby Bilstein, without the bearing.
Without the bearing.
£19.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, where's that come from?
That's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure the bearing isn't...
Well, is the bearing 70 quid?
But no, it's not.
No, how much is a bearing?
The Dearden's mount, the bearings are about 30 quid, I think.
Okay, but even then you should be paying £50.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big difference. And I'm guessing...
How do they sell out?
Well, I'm guessing they work on convenience. Someone needs to buy it there and then.
Yeah. Well, when the postman dropped it off, he says, I bet you're waiting for this. I think he could see my car in the garage up in the air.
But even then, £19 versus £90, big difference.
It was 20 odd, but I'd got a 15% off voucher. Because eBay sends you vouchers, don't they, and stuff. You've been sending me a discount code on Proton hats.
Have I?
Yeah. But I haven't bought one.
Well, hang on a minute. So you're watching stuff I'm selling on eBay, So people I think I'm sending genuine offers to, it's you. Well, that's... Buy a hat.
Something else. There's two things I've had an offer.
Well, stop watching it then.
Probably the wedding dress, actually. It was.
So we're just checking the tyre treads, making sure they're all okay. Looks good.
Do you know, the other morning it was blowing a gale and it was pedaling it down, and this is about 6 o'clock in the morning. I could see all them poor chaps with their mini veg packers going to work.
What, in the field?
Oh, well, I was driving along the road, you know. Oh, can you imagine having to turn out in that lot?
It's certainly not something I would be liking to do. So I have nothing but respect, because I would not be liking to be in the field at that time of the morning.
No.
Right, so we've checked out all the back there, we've checked out the tyres. Actually, it's a little bit low, isn't it, that back one, but it's not illegal. But the good news is we've got 4 new tyres booked in to be fitted. So 4 new tyres coming to the Smart, and then I'm guessing we'll do the tracking. What's next?
Front.
Let's go to the front. Now, someone in one of our videos asked a very good question that I really struggled to answer, and it was about tyres and the wear on the front, because we had some uneven wear, just like we did with the Fiat. Can you adjust the camber, not the wheel alignment, the camber? I've had a look online, and apparently you can't on the rear, but you can on the front.
Can you? That's good then.
Would you suggest messing about with the camber or not?
No.
Yeah?
No.
No? Okay.
Not without the proper 4-wheel alignment equipment and what have you. Got some new pads for this, Jack.
Yes, I've seen. That's the...
They haven't lasted 5 minutes.
I was going to say, that's the Costco jack, isn't it, I bought you? It's not lasted very well, the pads, no?
No. I bought them from the eBays.
Was it Car Parts in Motion?
No.
You need to get a sponsorship.
Car Parts in Motion, no, I like them. Oh, look at all the new bits on here. All the new bits.
How's the Tetraseal holding up?
All right.
Is it?
Yeah.
That light's come up nicely. By the way, a latest t-shirt I'm working on for you. I aren't panicking.
I looked at my Parkside t-shirt and looking forward to the summer when I can wear it. Ooh, new shock absorbers, new springs. Wheel's got a little slight bend in it as well.
New wheels needed. Spike lines.
Problem with alloy wheels is they bend particularly easy.
I was talking to James Walsh, who is part of the Practical Classics team and runs Smart Roadsters. And he has a set of winter tyres on a set of steel wheels.
Top banana.
And do you know what? I think this would look good on Steelies with the Smart steel wheel centres. But also it would look good on a set of spike lines. But they're 600 quid, which is what we paid for an engine rebuild.
So you're not the only smart car enthusiast in the classic car
Of course
world.
not, no, Mr. Hubnut.
But he sold his.
He did too. I think it's Scottish Trains and Automobiles, something like that on YouTube. Yeah. So the Hubnut Smart is still within the
I was looking at
weird
Alex's
car community. Who was you looking at?
Alex's assets.
All right.
She does well with a great big blooming Rover inside a little garage.
Oh right.
Right then, let's get round to the serious stuff. Product reviews.
Well, you joke about that, but actually we have got some products to review. Not that there'll be serious sellout reviews, but we've been sent some endoscopes, an endoscope to test.
We need to do that.
And we've been sent the King Bolin scanner to test, and we've been sent a impact driver to test. Yeah. But we'll do that at a later date. We're not going to be sticking the endoscope on this, are we?
We could King Bowl in it.
We could King Bowl in it. I doubt it's going to show us anything.
Well, we can sort of show some of the features.
Yeah.
Or we could mess the gearbox up.
Yeah, let's not. So pre-MOT checks, you had a good look round. What have you found?
It needs some tyres.
It needs some new tyres, doesn't it?
Nothing else to go worry about.
No, good.
Especially now you've made them lights look better.
Yeah, they do. They look good now. Let's have a look at them. Dun, 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 dun. Shiny. Yeah, it does.
I'm surprised how well they come up actually as quick as that.
It does need some new tyres on there. They're not a fail. They're borderline advisory. But the good news is I've got them booked in.
Get it done.
So they'll get done. 4
Yeah,
new tyres
excellent.
on the Smart, and then we're set to go, ready for another winter's motoring on the commute. 100, it's about 100 miles a day I'm doing this.
So we've finished talking about this now, haven't we?
What's
I
that?
hung on to it to talk about the price differentials.
Oh yeah.
I'll send this to the recycling place. You might notice I'm wearing gloves because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
All right, you got a meeting with Princess Anne, or?
No, I'm going to my auntie's 100th birthday party.
Did you not go to that last weekend?
Well, yes, but we was a week early. But we weren't the first people to be a little confused with the instructions.
No, I have also read the instructions, and they don't.
So I don't want to be going to see my auntie on her 100th birthday party with dirty, oily hands, do
No, good. Has she got anything in the garage?
I? No, she hasn't, no.
That's a shame.
Maybe she's got a lawnmower.
Oh, well, there you
She
go.
doesn't do much lawn mowing these
No,
days.
I bet she doesn't. Well, happy birthday to Auntie Phyllis.
That's
Who's
right.
100
It's 100 tomorrow.
tomorrow. There you are. Good. She'll be 100 by the time you watch this. Right, that's it then. So we've done the pre-MOT checks. How are you feeling? You're confident it's going to be fine, right? We shall see what Neil has to say.
We've done our best.
We have done our best. What sort of work are we going to be doing in the future with the Smart 450?
Put a new battery on it.
Does it need a new battery?
It was flat, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but only because it's been stood for 2 months. New tyres incoming, but that's it really. We're not going to be doing too much to the car, hopefully.
Job done.
Job done. Thanks for that.
Yeah, product reviews next. Get some serious stuff.
Just going to put the battery on charge because it's been stood for a couple of months and the battery was a little bit weak at starting the car this morning. So we'll pop that on charge just for a couple of hours. One of the last things we're going to do before we finish is to check the oil level because these Smart 450s have a habit of, well, burning oil. And one of the issues that we had before the engine went bang and the engine rebuild a couple of years ago now is that it was burning oil. It was, what was it, getting through like a litre of oil every 1,000 miles.
Yes.
Touch wood, it's now not burning oil, but we'll just double check to make sure it hasn't.
The dipstick is now entering the dipstick. That'll do me, Gromit.
Looks good. Next thing is to check the tyre pressures. We're getting the air compressor out. Wind inspector is here. Make sure that the tyres are pumped up well. Come on, girl. What you got there?
I've got a letter from the government.
This just arrived. What does it say?
Dear Pete, I'm writing to tell you that for the winter of 2024-2025, due to the fact that you have worked hard and saved up and looked after yourself and not squandered all your income on expensive foreign holidays, Botox and tattoos, you will not be getting the winter fuel payment.
Oh, good. That's good then, isn't it?
Up yours, Kia. What do you think, girl? Eh? Eh? Labradors. They're good, aren't they? Oh, it's just like anybody that likes Labradors can have it. Oh, well then.
There it is then, pre-MOT checks completed on the Smart 450 Purple Smart, and I'm quite confident that everything is going to be okay. Now that Dad has had a look at it, he's putting the battery on charge, and I'm going to give it a bit of a clean. New tyres coming. We're going to be adjusting the wheel alignment once we've got the new tyres on there, but there will be a video of us taking it for an MOT coming to the channel very soon. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments down below. Pre-MOT checks, pointless or a good idea? They're always a bit of a bone of contention with some viewers. If you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up please. If you could, it really helps tell YouTube, tell everyone else that you want to maybe watch the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, for more content not only on the Smart 450, but lots of other things on the Coupland fleet. Until next time, have a great day. From me, Dad, and the inspector who's behind the camera having her dinner. Goodbye.